So y'all, I thought I was doing my big one, and how about none of my sound recorded for none of my videos? So my brother and sister, my mom came and got me and my daughter. We went to Zion, we went to Arizona for my birthday trip, and just the journey there and back home. I'm so happy to be home. Look, got my lashes done. I'm so happy, like you can't tell me nothing. And I was like, okay, maybe the sound didn't record because y'all weren't supposed to hear that message. Maybe that message was just for me, because I had time to go reflect and think about, like, all right, what is the message I really need to get out? What are some projector tips I can give y'all for what I've seen, observed in these past couple, I haven't even been home a week yet, so these past like 5 or 6 days. The first thing I noticed is people don't want to change. Change is the scariest thing for people. So as projectors, it's like I started this program where I give people my insight basically about a consultation. How do you want to change? I'll go look at their birth chart, human design chart, and really try to figure out the best path for them to change. And a lot of people are stuck in, this is all I know, so this is what has to be. And it's really a scary thing for them. For me, I feel like I'm starting fresh, so I don't really have much to worry about. I'm not really scared of nothing because I've started from the bottom plenty of times and got back up. So for me, it's liberating almost. For other people, they're terrified. Next, I truly believe projectors were not meant to work real jobs. I've been on a job search, so I've had like 4 or 5 interviews, gotten callbacks for second interviews, but I'm like, I knew y'all were gonna pick me, but at the same time, why am I not talking to the person in charge? Like, that's where my mind automatically goes. Why do I have to come back again and again? Like, y'all know I'm your girl. So I feel like as projectors, if people don't see it the first time, I feel like jobs I don't get on the spot, it's just like, I'm not about to keep playing with y'all. And that's why I really want to tap into my consulting business, because it's just like, let me tell y'all how to get this moving. Let me tell y'all how to make this work, because the system y'all got set up is just not sustainable. I told myself I'm going to trust the process, and I did my taxes really early this year. I usually don't do them until like the last day possible. But with me moving, I ain't worked since December. I'm like, baby, you need to do them taxes right now. But TurboTax sent out this email like, hey, I know we said this many days, but you're not going to get these back until at least March. I got mine back today. So that was more of an incentive for me to just not take the first job that I get, not just commit to, I'm going to take this job because I need the money. Like, I'm really waiting for my perfect opportunity. And boom, my taxes came immediately. Now, with my consultations, all the people who I've started consulting so far have been MGs. And a lot of them are very much, they're not listening. And I know it says it takes about 7 years for people to perfectly get into design, but I think I gave them very minimal, very low maintenance, you can do this, just making 2 or 3 decisions different in your life. And it's really hard for them. And I'm just trying to figure out, do you want a better life or you don't? Like, if the goal is to change, if the goal is to be better, making your decisions, using human design, using your energy properly, you should be able to tap into this really easy. And I'm watching them actively work against their design. And then when they come back to me and tell me, hey, this didn't work. And I'm like, okay, are you following your authority? Are you following your strategy? Are we doing the things? And every time it's a no. So I'm having them document, because I want to have a track of, okay, this person was my success story. This was successful. This was this. And I want to do it with myself too. So for me, it's been working because I've just had the freedom to do so. But other people are really deathly afraid of making these changes and just making the moves that they're supposed to make to have it. as a projector, I know my path is going to be different. I know my path was meant to be one less traveled. So I really like innocence motivation. I really like what I'm doing right now. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not committed to nothing. Like whatever happens is just happening for me. I'm learning to give myself grace and space. Usually I'm on top of everything. I'm like, all right, I need to plan this. I need to do that. I've just been chilling and things have just really been flowing, moving how I want them to. And I'm listening to my body, because if they're not flowing how I want them to, I'm like, you know what? I'm done with it. I had 3 interviews a couple days ago. I didn't go to one because I made an excuse for myself. I was like, okay, I'm going to take a nap, see how I feel when I get up. When I got up, I still didn't want to go. Ended up making myself go anyway. Pulled up to the interview, and then I just pulled off. I was like, girl, you didn't want to be here anyway. So why did you commit to coming here? And they were like, no, we still want to talk to you. We still want to interview you, blah, 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 blah. And even as a projector, it's just like, you don't have to accept every invitation. Now, if I was strapped for money, needed this, needed that, and at the time my taxes still didn't come yet, I was just like, no, it's cool. Like, I'm gonna wait. But the other 2 jobs, they were like, we really like you, but we're still talking to other people. They both ended up calling me at the end of the day, like, when can we set up our second interview? We can't. I don't want to. I don't want to have 2, 3, 4, 5 interviews. So I'm really trying to use my network to tap in with people. Like, I'm not trying to do a bunch of interviews, all these resumes, all this stuff. I want my network to really work for me. So that's the bag that I'm really in, talking to people. Hey, who's hiring? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? And I really want to commit to management. I told myself I didn't want to do management because I like the freedom of, when you're a server, bartender, you can make manager money with less hours. But I like it's almost power, so to say, that comes with being a manager, and the power that comes with, I'm in charge, y'all gonna listen, and this is how it's gonna go. Y'all want my input. Y'all gonna ask me for things. This is where I really get to use my projector power. So I'm gonna spend the next couple weeks just figuring out these jobs, what I'm going to do, going to the interviews that I feel called to go to, not going to the ones I don't want to, and we'll check back.